market's open. There's quite a bit of news this morning. 8:45 and 9, we got PMI and we got housing sales, which means I'm gonna stay out the market for at least 30 minutes because I've learned my lesson to not trade news. Been stopped out to where my stop don't even fill where I placed it. A $50 loss turned into 100 and 120 because it was not filled at the right spot. Volatility is insane. As a scalper and as a prop firm that has a drawdown that follows, not my thing. I've learned my lesson plenty of times. We're gonna hang tight, kind of watch the moves. We'll come back after 9.
Got him!
Ed, we are hitting new lows here, down 2.4% or so in the S&P 500.
We had like a 3.6% downdraft in the NASDAQ. This is the first time we've actually seen a daily loss of 2% in the S&P 500. 356 trading days. It's the worst since December of 2022.
S&P 500 down about 2.3% on the day. The Dow Industrial is losing 1.25%. The NASDAQ, the worst of the bunch, losing more than 3.5%, the biggest declines since late 2022.
The market is cooked. So am I. Well, I told y'all I'd be 100% transparent with y'all. Today was a bloodbath. It was a nightmare. Absolute worst trading day I've ever had in a long time. I went full tilt. I was up. I had a good trade, the very first trade. Market kept dipping, but I thought, keyword thought, the market would have some sort of relief bounce. It was already down 50 points or so. It didn't bounce ever. It never bounced. It just went straight down. Straight down. It didn't hit one bit of demand and bounced a little bit. It just went straight down, and I tried to counter trade. I blew them all. I blew all 10 accounts, all right? Lesson learned, I haven't felt this way in a long time. Only in 4 MES, thinking there's gonna be a bounce, we're good. Nope, falls right down to the next demand zone. Literally no bounce. Closed my position at $600 loss, ridiculous. 4 MES, that's like 40 points or so. It's outrageous, don't know what I was thinking. I tilted, I just thought there was gonna be a bounce. Power hour came. And my mindset was, let's make it up. Again, revenge trading never works. Revenge trading never works. You cannot look at the market and say, I'm gonna make what I lost right back. It doesn't work like that. It never ends well, and if it does, you got lucky. Try it again, try it 100 times, it won't work. Revenge trading is 100% failure. And that was my thing today, revenge trade. Closed that position, $600 loss. Went right back at it, didn't even give myself a reset like I talked about yesterday. It just, all my rules, everything just went out my head. 120 points. Oh, 120 points, it went down today. Almost more than 2%. Something we haven't seen without a bounce in a long time. But with the market, you always have to adapt to different conditions. You have to react with the market, with the flow of the market. You cannot marry your trade. You cannot go into the market thinking this is gonna happen and sticking to that. You gotta adapt to where the market's moving, what the market's doing. It's plain and simple. I married my plan. I married my trade. Did not let it go until my mind said it was too late. $600 loss, that's like 4 days of wins. It's really not that bad. And see, that's another lesson. I promise you, when you know you should take your stop, but you think it's the end of the world. Oh my God, it's $300. Oh my God, it's $100, $600. Well, guess what? $1,500 down, and I'm looking at that 600 like I should have taken it. The original stop loss, they promise you, is never as bad as you think it is. Your mind is just full of negative emotions. It's, I'm wrong, I don't want to be wrong type thoughts. And in the end, if you don't exit out that first time, it's more than likely gonna get worse. And I'm sitting here now thinking, man, I should have taken that first stop loss. 3 points down. Why did I move it? Because I thought there was gonna be a bounce. What did the market do? Just continue to fall. What did I continue to do? Thinking there was gonna be a bounce when the signs were clear, it was falling. Falling, 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 falling. And so did my accounts. Like I said yesterday, you are going to incur losses. It is normal. But bringing it to a value like this is not normal. This is not how you're supposed to trade. But being able to rebound from a day like this is super important. Am I gonna quit? No. Why? Because I love this. This is what I want to do. This is the journey. And if I don't take these losses as a lesson, I will never learn, I will never grow. And it's super important to be able to knock this one out, wipe it off your shoulders, hit the gym, work it out. I just did the best workout of my life.
Yeah. Never tell me what we on, I'm on the same shit. The death I plan for cuz ain't nice, blood I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring Drake in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? They don't know that they contribute to the violence every payment. Say she don't fuck around with 30, she just take 10. Think you gon' fuck with me for free, bitch, what you lace with? When all the smoke like a vape pen. Hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. Fucking the game over, dropping bangers with no hooks. And free my brother Leak, I hate I'm putting money on your books again. If you ain't never took him in, nigga, calm down. A known hoe, so I approached her with my palm out. Was on that LC in the county ring songs. Risk taker, beat that block with 50 niggas on it. Hey, Echo, turn this beat off if I ain't tripping on it.
I literally took out every emotion onto the weights. And I'm gonna show it tomorrow, brand new headspace. Because this is not the end. 100 trades from now, this is not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. It's the next 100 trades that matter. Today happened, can't change it. You gotta move on. You got to move on. If I never moved on from the worst day of my trading career 4 years ago, I wouldn't be here. So if I continue to grow, continue to use this as a lesson, taking my steps forward, and that's the most important thing you can do. In times like these, when you're feeling super low about your trading, because it happened to me multiple times, that's why you keep books like this around on days like this. Flip through a chapter. You don't have to read the whole book right then, right now. But these chapters, I'm sure one of them would help me get my mindset right after a loss like that. Best Loser Wins by Tom Hogarth. Get it. For days like this, multiple other books you can get. The Power of Now. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Trading in the Zone. And none other than Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I'm saying, y'all, I really do feel like trading is 90% mental. Getting your headspace right every single day, through the losses, through the good days, through the bad. Showing up the next day ready to dominate no matter what you went through in your past. It's so important. These books can help. Maybe I'll make a video in the future about the books. One more thing I'm gonna say to add to it. I think finding outlets for days like this to let your emotions out and not just stay inside on the couch, in the bed, crawling in your hole. Self-pity. Find outlets, find people you can talk to and express how you feel. They might not have to get it, but just have those either things, outlets, people you can go to talk about these days right here. Mom called just about, 30 minutes after I took this loss, and I was kind of by myself hanging out, processing it. And I told her about how I haven't had a day like this in a long time. I lost my accounts, and I'm pretty bummed. It was my fault, 100% my fault, didn't follow my rules. Market was falling down, and I just continued to buy it up. She gave this really cool reference, and this is why I'm saying find people like this, because sometimes them not knowing the market and them relating in some way helps, because it's life. She said, sailor shows up to the ocean. It might be rough, it might be calm, but he shows up every day with his boat and his tools and rides the wave no matter what the tide is rolling. And his whole goal is to survive it. Shows up every day and survives it. Adapts to the conditions, survives it. What did I do? I sank the damn boat today, but you know what? It helped me. It was a really cool interpretation of what happened today. What should have happened today is I should have showed up with my boat. I should have sailed on with the falling waters. I didn't. But tomorrow I'm gonna show up with my boat. I'm gonna read the waves, I'm gonna read the tide, I'm gonna read the wind, set my sail, I'm gonna float whatever the way the wind is blowing and whatever way the waves are rolling. You have to ask yourself too, is this really what you wanna do? You're gonna experience days like this forever. Like, this is not gonna stop. You're not gonna have a 100% win rate for 12, 20 years. It's not gonna be perfect every single day. So you have to ask yourself, one, is it worth it? Can I beat this? Is this really what I wanna do? In the words of Jordy Belfort,
I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on!
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna correct this. I'm gonna buy 10 more accounts, I'm gonna pass them, and we're gonna start the challenge again. We're gonna act like this happened, but we're just gonna move forward. Day 3 will continue. Tomorrow I'm gonna spend all day passing the evaluation accounts. Friday I start trading the PAs, and we're gonna make this happen.